Hi guys, today I am starting something a little different for the channel. I'm going to be going through a few series of different games, playing in fictitious seasons to see how I do and how I improve as the season unfolds. And with this video, that season is in KartKraft. So each fictitious season is going to have 2 rounds in the same track here with 12 AI. Well, 11 AI plus myself. And yeah, I'm going to see how far up I can move up the grid. So starting at the back of the grid, trying to get that elusive win in KartKraft on the medium AI setting. So let's get started, shall we? So here we are for the first round in the series. We're starting 12th on the grid, eyeing up the competitors, and here we go. I'm going to just try and get it around the outside of these guys. AI tend to stick to the inside line. It gives me then the inside line for this downhill corner where traction's really hard to get, and I lose the back end a little bit, which gives these guys a bit of a run on me. Managed to just about have enough momentum to keep ahead of the rest of the pack. I'm in 8th position, which is not a bad start actually, from 12th. Just going to try and bide my time now and see if I can push towards the rest of the guys ahead of me. I'm only 3 seconds behind. Should be able to start to push towards the front. You can see how much time you lose from being in a lowly starting position. I've got to run on 50 and outbrake him into the corner. Also struggle a little bit on traction. I've managed to get the move stuck, so now I'm in 7th. Not bad. Carrying lots of corner speed here. This is a corner I really struggle on. It's more on the throttle I struggle than the brakes. Now I've got the 2 guys ahead of me, a couple of seconds adrift. Got a chance of catching them, as long as I keep it nice and clean. And usually pretty fast through here, but I think I take a few too many risks sometimes. I lost the back end there. Just braking that traction loses you so much momentum up these steep hills. Oh no, taking it wide. Hit the damn tyres. Have to wait for these guys to go by. I think I've got enough of a lead on the others to get ahead. And then they're coming through. I'm now 11th after that incident. But I know I have the pace on these 2 at least, so let's see if I can get some positions back. There are only points up to 10th place, and so I need to get a bit of a move on if I want to get some points. I'm swarming all over the back of these guys, but unfortunately sometimes that costs you time because you end up having to lift in a place where you should be hard throttle. And just go for a dive, screw it. Kind of cut that corner a little bit. Into 9th, lost the back end. Managed to just keep ahead. They're coming for me, I can see them on the radar. No, still in 9th place. As long as I don't screw up again on this corner, we should be good. Definitely some marbles towards the tyres there. I think that just caught me out. I have to make note of that for the second race so I don't lose so many positions. I'm in the points. I've got a couple of points to my name. Let's see if I can grab some more. Lost a hell of a lot of time though on the leaders now. I'm 16 seconds adrift. I'm never going to catch. I'm not that much faster than them, even on my best day. We've got 4 seconds to 8th place. There's Mark Irwin. Maybe I can grab him and do him out of some points. I guess in some ways I was lucky that I had that incident quite early on in the race, so I've got some chance of gaining positions. You can see I don't even have a best lap yet because of cutting that corner. I think as soon as you hit something as well, you lose the opportunity to get a best lap in. I've got one in now. It's not a particularly quick one, a 57.7. Again, almost losing the back end. And cut in tight and then just let it drift out wide just so I can keep the throttle down. Now I can see these two guys. I'm hoping I can gain both on both of them. Don't know if I'll be able to or not. Too bad a sector time. Like I said, here is where I tend to be pretty good because you need to be reasonable on your brake and throttle control. Just that first corner always slows me down. Another best sector there. It's not my best overall, but it's the best for this race. It doesn't seem to be a difference between session best and personal best right now in KartKraft. Whoa, too much momentum there. I've had to slam on the anchors just to try and avoid an incident. But I've got a nice run up with the guys here. Gonna just keep close around here because I know I'm gonna get them on that tight and twisty section. See if I can get a run on 75 here. Yeah, I think I can. Not gonna get 50. Oh no, 50 just actually edged me wide there. Actually, he's cost himself some time as well. He's still on my left. He's just backed off. I gained one position, but Mark's well ahead of me. I have to really fight to get another place here. Now 20 seconds adrift of the leaders after all of this midfield fighting. Sometimes it's better just to try and bide your time and go for a move where you can, rather than try and muscle your way through because you lose so much time there. Another session best sector. Do I have enough momentum to get him in this corner? Not this one, but the next one. He's so slow through here. He's going to be on my inside. I'm just giving him enough room, but I think I've lost him now. Didn't want to close the door on him. Yes, 7th place. Can't see me gaining any more places though because I'm 11 seconds, 10 seconds behind 6th position. So I'm going to go for it, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere close. Looks like Ben Lammers is leading right now. Keep losing a bit of traction there. It doesn't cost me too much time because of the fact it's downhill, but it's still not great to be losing traction. Just ease the brakes on through here. Really looking forward to this being multiplayer. But for now, an AI season will have to do it. It doesn't even have a season mode, so I'm faking it. We do our best to entertain. Oh, wide. Managed to just get it from getting a bit hard on the throttle. That's cost me time. The 57.1. Gained time on 6th position, but not much, about a second. When there's only 10 laps of a race, I don't think I'm going to be able to grab all that time back. In fact, he's gapped me a little bit there. Obviously slow through that first sector. Trying to hit my apexes and see where he gets me. Definitely caught him on this section. And I've gapped Mark behind, which is great. But I think Todd has too much of a lead for me to even think about getting 6th. Still, mostly that spin that cost me Didn't have too bad a start. I think if I can try and keep the next race tidy, I should get a decent position. Don't think I've got the pace for a win, but I might surprise myself yet. Losing traction here. It's so painful. Although you're going downhill, it's still painful to lose traction. You're then losing momentum. But that's the end of the race. Let's see if we can do a better job with race 2, shall we? So again, lining up in 12th. We're going to go for the same strategy of trying to get these guys on the outside. The AI doesn't really vary this line much, so I can usually take a bit of a risk there. This is the point where it gets really problematic though, where you feed back in with the traffic. So I'm currently 6. I think I'm going to be able to hold that okay. It didn't lose me as much time as it did in the first race. So 6 positions, really good start. Gained 6 positions basically on that series of corners. And I'm not too far off of the lead, but I've got to try and battle my way through these guys, which is going to slow me down. And I've got a good feeling about this one. Should be able to keep my momentum, maybe claw back some championship points, as long as I don't mess up again through this corner. Ooh, it's really slow here. Again, I think I gave him a bit of a tap, and not anything that's going to cause him problems. So I'll see if we have a chance against Ben. Might be able to get a run on him. And then it's my old friend Mark ahead of him. Hopefully I'll be able to do him again. Oh no, just lose so much momentum when you get caught out like that. It's better just to be just slightly slower and then get on the throttle because you keep closer behind. I lost all of that momentum on the straight, which means I can't get him in this corner, and then we've got the tight stuff at the beginning which might be difficult to get him on. I'm catching him up, but yeah, I'd lost all that time in that tight series of corners. You know, I'm traditionally quite slow through here, so that gives him a bit of breathing space, but hopefully I can claw that back in the back straight. And then I will definitely have him on the brakes when it comes to this tight section. And there we go. Just let it slide through, give him room. And we're in 5th. And unfortunately it's no longer Mark. Mark's in the lead, so yeah. Let's go for this guy. Okay, we've got a bit of time to make up. The gaps in this game just seem to develop really quickly. Doesn't seem to be a set pace for the AI runners, so they vary from race to race, which should actually help me out in the long run. So it means that we probably aren't going to have the same winner in every race. Yeah, I'm catching these guys pretty handily now. With this circuit, it's all about rhythm. There are a couple of corners that catch you out, this one being one of them. And if you're too hard on the brakes on the back straight, you can easily spin off as well. This is the complex that I find hardest though, just because of that downhill braking. And then you've got the getting on the throttle before you're going uphill, just so you can get some momentum in that car. So think I'm about a second and a half off. But I'm gaining quickly. Now the leader has 6 seconds on me. And negotiating traffic is not going to really make that any better. I'm going to have to unfortunately settle for a lower position than first. I think unfortunately second place is battling it out with first. I've just seen a change of leadership. And because they're so far ahead, we're what, 4 seconds adrift, 5 seconds adrift right now. Yeah, I'm really getting close to these guys ahead. Hopefully I'll be able to do them pretty quickly. Huge pace on them. And they are so slow through here. I'm not quite able to make my move that I usually like to do here. I'm going to have to either be brave on the brakes for the final corner or wait a little bit longer. No, they're too far ahead to get brave on the brakes. So let's see if we can just keep close to them around this downhill section. Come through here. I don't think of it, apart from at the start of races, I've never made an overtake here just because I'm never quick enough on the exit. A little bit wide there, but it's all good. I'm much closer to them now. I should be able to keep this close and then get them on the slow series of corners. I brake roughly here and then just turn it in sharp. Get some rotation on the car. Oh, I didn't quite make it with that one. Car 20's fighting me. But on the plus side, I'm very close to them now, so I should be able to get him in this corner. On the brakes. Yes. Kept it tight just in case he was on the outside, but no, he wasn't. We're in fourth. One more position, we're on the podium. That'd be a great result considering the terrible race I had earlier on. Now 7 seconds adrift to the leaders, so I think once we get this guy, that's going to be our lot. Unless they make a mistake or I can pump in some seriously hot laps. Oh, VR glitch that. Probably means my kids are running up and down the stairs. Hopefully that doesn't mean I'm going to get another one at any time in an awkward place. Seem okay for now? Oh wow, really called it. I'm surprised about that because I was going to lose a lot of time because of the VR glitch. It just breaks that concentration. Oh, they're very close there, but can't quite keep with him. Probably braking too late, so I do really catch them under braking a lot, but then they have the run on me on the straight, so it might be something I can consider changing. Again, this is medium AI difficulty. Tried easy, but easy is far too easy. There seems to be a nice sweet spot where you can have a fun race, and if you are reasonably good, you can get towards the front end of the pack without guaranteeing a win, unless you're super quick. We're on the final lap now. Still pumping in 56s. Again, as I think I mentioned this earlier, but I have done a 55. I think that a low 55 is possible sometime soon around here. But right now, I don't really have any impetus to do that. Got a little bit of a time trial championship going with some friends, but I don't know enough people that are in this game to make it anything more than just a little bit of fun. So yeah, I'm definitely going to rank third, barring mistakes. Yeah, first two are very close to each other. I'm a good 8 seconds back. Still enough to see the confetti. Yay! So yeah, third place. Reasonable position considering starting 12th. I'm pretty happy with that. And then that means in the championship, I believe I'm about 5th right now, or joint 5th with Mark Irwin. So hopefully we can improve on that next time round. If you've liked this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.